What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. So here we are looking at the cryptocurrency market. One thing that we could see that is certainly taking place at this particular moment is Bitcoin dominance is rising against the altcoins. And we've watched Bitcoin dominance slowly rise here over the last month in particular. So you can see this gradual, if there was any uptrend that we've seen in the market, it's been Bitcoin's dominance. And this started back in January after falling off the cliff from about December all the way till January before it started to regain its stake its claim. So we've seen this before. Fall off the cliff, rise back, fall off the cliff, rising back. So we'll see if what this shapes up like. But Bitcoin, one thing that's not happening with Bitcoin is it's not actually moving up. It's just its dominance over the market capitalization is picking up. So one thing that we're seeing right now is an extremely powerful, strong 1 hour period here, but I would not get too excited and I would not do anything too crazy here. Like, I wouldn't get overexcited and say, oh, I'm going to have to dump my money in because the market's rising. That's not my play on this. I'm actually just kind of sitting here on my hands. And if I was to, people are asking me, hey, Jeff, you said you were going to buy Ripple at 60 cents. And did you buy, this and that? And for me, I need to see some more stability personally before I do anything. And I wanted to put more fiat in there, but at the same time, with irrational market behaviors, and I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I'm not into gambling or taking any more risk. And I definitely don't want to overcommit myself in the market. And I feel like if I were to do that at this particular moment, being that my portfolio has been wrecked. I put that on Blockchain J here on Twitter. I said my portfolio is absolutely wrecked. 2018 is turning out to be the year of work hard to recover. To think crypto went from a point where exchanges were turning people back from signing up due to overcrowding their servers to this. I don't know why. Twitter loves to autocorrect me in the wrong ways. It's like one thing to autocorrect, but autocorrect me in the right way, Twitter. Oh, gosh. But, at the end of the day, it's my fault. I should have proofread all my stuff. And what I mean by that is, so if you guys flash back to December or January, I mean, there was reason to be really excited as an investor. Bittrex, Binance, they had to stop accepting new signups because their servers were overrun. A rational thought would have been, holy moly, here comes the herd. But they did infrastructure repair, the market peels back, and we have this situation taking place now where it's like, wow, how did we get here? So as far as my portfolio being wrecked, yeah, it's wrecked because I was sitting pretty nice and I held everything. I practiced what I preached. I said I was going to hold, and I did. And now I'm sitting in this situation where I'm like, oh boy, where's the bottom of this thing? So yeah, that's my situation right now. Now, I want to point out Charles Hoskinson on Twitter. He did say this here recently. He said, I rarely comment on price, but I will say this about the market. The price collapse you are seeing across all crypto is coming from fear over a regulatory crackdown. Whales taking massive profits, thin markets, and inexperienced retail investors. No one can change or stop this. All right, so if we drill down here, Barry Silbert plus tax bills. And we've talked about this tax season thing being a potential variable to keep an eye on. So tax season in the United States, I believe the deadline is April 15th. Then after that, some people might file for extensions. But just imagine if you're a whale and you're a tycoon and the market maker, where are you going to pay your taxes from on all that profit? Well, you probably might want to take some profit, take some off the table, right? So that could be a variable, but I'm not going to go out on a limb and make any assertions like that. But what we're doing is we're analyzing things, taking a step back and saying what could be causing this. Charles Hoskinson making some comments, Barry Silbert adding plus taxes, and then Charles Hoskinson saying to Barry Silbert, I didn't have enough room in this tweet. So even IOHK Hoskinson, he's saying, I'm pretty cool for a dude who has lost $2 billion of value over the last 2 months. So, you know, it's happened. It's not like you, the individual, are the only one here taking a hit. Obviously, if you have $3 billion and $2 billion comes off the table, you're still doing pretty good with $1 billion compared to someone who's barely scraping by. But you know, it's just very interesting to see what's going on here. I'm logged into my other Twitter account here. This is not the Altcoin Buzz Twitter, but yeah, so we're seeing this situation happening. You can keep up with me. I am tweeting. I am also headed over to Europe here, or not Europe, Asia. So I will be in Asia. Might not be making as many videos depending on Wi-Fi's connection, but I will be tweeting if you guys want to keep up with me, Blockchain J. And also there will be some action on our Twitter Altcoin Buzz IO, of course. And we said, where do you anticipate the bottom for BTC? When will we huge the bottom? Yet again, Twitter let me fat finger that, or yeah, I fat fingered that one. So that one, I fat fingered that. Didn't proofread. I'm doing a lot of things here. They said huge. I said, yeah, let's call it a new word. You know, that's how hodl came about. Someone misspelled hold and it became hodl, and that's where that came about. So maybe huge. I don't know. Why would we use huge though? 5 isn't even a number. I'm thinking 5K. 5,000 is. People think this is going down as low as 5,000. Then you got TA charts that look like this. No one knows what the heck is going on because we are dealing with an irrational market. I've said it before. JP Morgan bought in at BTC at 3,900, so it would be surely not go below that support level. So they're saying some big players like JP Morgan are invested at 3,900. The market's not going below that. Nikolai, he says 7 to 7.3K bottom. We almost touched that here recently. So maybe 4,500 at the lowest. So we'll see, you know. And if we do go back to those support levels that I was talking about, where I said September, October levels, if we just dial this in here, we look at September, October levels. Look at this. This is a really long support line here. It really goes from October till September, right? There's a pretty nice support level. That's why I said I wouldn't be surprised if this thing dumped to those levels. And that level of market capitalization is around about, ooh, goodness, I hope we, well, for a buying opportunity, I mean, it's a dream come true, but for a holder, someone who's holding a bunch of bags, you're like, oh no, oh no. I'd rather not have to deal with that thought. But if you're looking to buy, you know, that might be a heck of a time to see there. And for me, I'm just looking at some of these positions. I mean, if it went down to that price, you'd see Ripple around 20 to 25 cents. Litecoin looks like it's holding up pretty good, but the last time we said anything about something holding up pretty good, it was Ethereum. And I don't know if Ethereum's holding up so good right now. You'd see Cardano go around about 2 to 5 cents. You'd see, you know, that's October levels, just flashing back, September, October levels. I mean, Cardano was even 2 cents back then. So we'll see. We'll see. You'd see Tron go well below a penny, which my initial investment really is 3 cents in Tron. So I went from holding Tron at 10 cents, 15 cents, thinking, oh, yeah, this is great, you know, and then watching it go now below the 3 cent line, which is where I initially bought in. So that's not too fun for me. And yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. EOS is holding up all right, I guess. IOTA is getting slaughtered. And NEO, you'd see NEO around the $30 range. I would say, I know you guys don't like to hear this, but I've got Bitcoin Cash on the radar. I'll tell you why I have Bitcoin Cash on the radar. If you look at cryptocurrency veterans, people who've been in cryptocurrency for a while, not just Roger Ver and Craig Wright, supposedly Satoshi Nakamoto. I don't think he is, but and outside of the people who are friendly with Bitcoin Core, so people from the New York Agreement, they're well, I guess they don't have a reason not to like Bitcoin Cash, because when Bitcoin forked, they got the they got the Bitcoin Cash hard fork. But many of the people outside of Bitcoin Core, Jihan Wu and Roger Ver, of course, we already mentioned that, but Bitcoin Cash, a lot of veterans like Bitcoin Cash. It's not segregated witness, and it's not Lightning Network. It's as close to the original Bitcoin white paper as you can really get. And if you don't know what segregated witness is, the signatures on the block are separate. I'm not going to go in. It's a whole video to really explain SegWit, but also Lightning Network. But they're private add-ons, right? And Bitcoin Cash stuck to the original model of scalability. So we'll see. But it is on my radar. I'm not touching Bitcoin Cash at this price, so I've made it. I would say that if Bitcoin Cash went to October levels, I would step into another 1 or 2 Bitcoin Cash. And October levels would put us at under 500. So that's why I think it could potentially be severely undervalued, right? But we don't know where the bottom is here. I don't know where the bottom is, at least, and I don't know a single person who knows where the bottom is. Even if Cardano, IOHK, Charles Hoskinson saying regulatory affairs are affecting it. You got the G20 meeting this week. I think it's this week on the 20th, something like that. G20, the Global 20. So keep an eye on that, guys. That's a regulatory crackdown that we got to keep an eye on. Not just the SEC, but what the Global 20 are saying about blockchain and cryptocurrency. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think. This is Jeff. Subscribe to the Altcoin Buzz if you like, and turn on that bell to get notified.